is the BKFC debut for Cody Vital. Keith Richardson enters 1-0 in BKFC. From the inside, halftime point, and down goes Keith Richardson on the right hand. And it's been a strong round number one to this point for Cody Vital. Vital with the right hand on cue. Fighters continuing to swing big. On the flurry, counter right hand with power goes Cody Vital. Big right hand again from Vital. Then the jab from Richardson. Richardson on the flurry again.
Vital is leaking a lot of blood at this point.
Richardson on the short right hand. This fight is over
by TKO and still undefeated, Keith the Officer Richardson.
This is the Pro Combat Sports debut for Richard Brooks here in his home city, Los Angeles. This is the BKFC debut for Tommy Aaron. He has had 20 pro MMA bouts. Forward pressure again from Aaron. On the right hand, that left hand gets through, and then the flurry right back to Richard Brooks on the counter, and that drops Richard Brooks.
Brooks again, aggressive, came forward, ate a right hand.
There's the mandatory 8 count. 60 seconds remaining, round 2. On the clean 1-2 from Aaron. Right hand again. Huge left hand knockdown number 2.
By TKO, Tommy
Fernando Gonzalez set for his BKFC debut. Vinny Familari set for his bare knuckle fighting championship debut.
Familari having a lot of trouble with the awkward movement of Gonzalez in and out.
Good sequence there for Familari. On forward pressure. Now forward pressure from Fernando Gonzalez lands the clean right hand. Familari continues to throw that huge overhand right. Left-hander wraps up Fernando Gonzalez. The right hand. Right hook to the body. Stretch right now, but fighters looking for one more significant punch. There's the flurry from Familari. The left hand has a significant punch. The bell in the end of the fight.
Vincent, the Max Italian Stallion Familari.
Victor Rosas. He's 7-2-1 with 1 no contest in his pro MMA career. Daniel Alvarez now set for fight number 4 in bare knuckle fighting championship. Black and white trunks for Daniel Alvarez. And red trunks for Victor Rosas, and down goes Daniel Alvarez.
First punch thrown.
You see how that's from Mike Beltran?
Definitely.
And that's knockdown number 2. The bottom rope supported the fall of Daniel Alvarez. This fight is over, and this is the victory due to physician stoppage.
Daniel Machete Alvarez.
This is bout number 2 in BKFC for Ruben War. Fight number 5 for Drew Angel Tour in BKFC. Good left hand on the entry from War. That ends the opening round. Round number 3. There's the left hand. It's looking like they have full animosity now. The 5th and final round. The flurry on the inside. Angel Core landing to the body. Final seconds of this lightweight fight. On the left hand. Angel Core coming forward. The deck under big swings. That is the end of the fight.
The King of Cali, Drew Angel Core.
This is the BKFC and indeed Pro Combat Sports debut for Shane Jordan. Fighting here in his home city, Los Angeles. Javi Diaz now set for bout number 4 in BKFC. Diaz. Lands that left hand. Cutting forward with right hooks, Javi Diaz. Diaz with the right hand. Jordan circling out. Now claiming an eye poke and taking a knee. With about BKFC for Diaz. For Jordan, this is his BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debut. Diaz forward off the jab, counter right hand, left hook to the body from the half top. One round goes down to Diaz. Diaz forward off the jab, counter right hand, left hook to the body from the half top. One round goes down to Diaz.
And that's what Diaz needs to do.
Jordan's been landing his long straight shots. Diaz has been landing his entry wide hooks. Down goes Shane Jordan. Top cutter. Diaz forward again on the double jab. Left hand in the counter right hand after Jordan landed. Diaz again.
This fight is ruled a unanimous draw.
This is fight number 3 in bare knuckle fighting championship for Sidney Smith. This is fight number 6 in BKFC for Crystal Pittman.
Away from the beginning of this fight.
That uppercut just off the mark. There's a big right hand on this doctor. More big shots. Mike Beltran taking a really close look. Danny's out. Game, set, match round number 1. Crystal Pittman.
By TKO, Crystal, the rugged beauty, Pittman.
Julian Lane now set to enter bout number 10 promotionally in BKFC. The Russian from Moscow now based here in California, Yevgeny Kordonov. Lane stepping in hard. Let's roll the push. On the right hand, left hand from Kordonov. Lane coming forward. Kordonov trying to snatch the half tie. More big shots on the inside. Down goes Kordonov. Ruled to slip again. And this fight is over. Huge disappointment for both men.
By TKO, Julian, let me bang Lane.
One of the nicest and most affable people in all of combat sports, and a really heavy hitter, Jeremiah Riggs. Alfredo Angulo set for his BKFC debut. Angulo, 26-8, with 21 of those 26 wins by way of knockout in his outstanding pro boxing career. Double jab, hard to the body and the hard entry from Jeremiah Riggs. Big shots on the inside. Riggs exactly where he wants to be, snatching the half-time front. Big shot with the right hand, Angulo covering up. Huge right hands, more right hands from Riggs from the half-time front. Clean right hand. Mike Beltran taking a really close look. Angulo still standing on this onslaught.
Riggs has got to be careful not to punch himself out, gas himself out with his arms.
Jeremiah Riggs against the complete flow of this fight. The count of 10. Wow.
By KO, Alfredo El Perro Angulo.
This is fight number 1 in BKFC for Todd Duffy. This is fight number 3 in BKFC for Ben Rothwell. Very classic traditional style. Left hand, counter right hand, and that drops Todd Duffy.
There's that big power difference and size difference.
Ogliana says right back to it. Todd Duffy enters the pocket. Right hand knockdown number 2.
Duffy's down.
Ogliana ruling that a slip. Duffy staying down.
Wow, that's
And
it.
this fight is over.
Big Ben Rothwell.
Lorenzo Hunt, 10-1 in BKFC, 11-1 overall in the sport of bare knuckle. The reigning BKFC heavyweight champion, Mick Terrell. Right uppercut really from half-time front for Terrell. Well, big step in with the naked two. It's on the separation. Not quite legal. There's the right hand and down goes Lorenzo Hunt on the right uppercut.
This little Kevin Diablo looks like fight's over.
This fight is over.
And still, BKFC World Heavyweight Champion, Mick Terrell.
Thiago Alves, 2-0 in BKFC. Mike Perry, 4-0 in BKFC, revealing the chance of Perry from this Los Angeles crowd. Just on his back foot, tried to counter, couldn't get the right hand through. Alves trying to counter, takes that right hand. Perry forward again, 80 seconds remaining, round number 1. And down He tells Mogliano he wants to continue. He stumbles. That is it.
And still your undefeated, undisputed, uncontested